spring games.
Right.
Varying philosophies year to year, or is there a core philosophy and you just kind of manipulate it?
Well, I think that there's probably a core philosophy for everybody, but it can depend on how many people you have available to play. And, I was telling somebody earlier today, I think most of the time the kids who have played a lot, the spring game is just kind of they're hoping to get it over without getting hurt. And for the young kids who haven't had a chance to play as much and are trying to get a position or move up the depth chart, it's a lot bigger deal. They're a lot more enthused and a lot more excited to play.
All right, what's your plan here tonight in terms of, I know you're down in terms of offensive linemen. There's been some injuries there. St. John hurt his wrist the other day at the end of practice. And when you make a decision on him tonight, or is he going to sit?
Well, I think he's going to try to play. We'll see if he can take a snap.
Sure.
We'll play long as we can play, and if it gets too bad, we'll try to figure out some way to adjust. We can roll guys a little bit, and we'll try to get done what we can get done and play as close to a game as we can, at least for a half. We'll try to decide where we are at halftime.
Georgia Tech coach Paul Johnson here with Barnhart and Durham on Sports Radio 790 Zone. Coach, the last couple of years when we visited with you, you told us that spring practice is about building depth and finding new guys who can play and play at this level. How is that going? But as I sit here and look, even though you're banged up in some positions, the depth, particularly on places like the offensive line, looks like it's better.
I think it is better. I think we've had a good spring, and when guys get banged up a little bit, it helps the younger guys because they have to take a ton of reps. And so the scrimmage last Saturday, we have freshman tackles. Aaron Joe took 79 reps. And if you had everybody, he normally wouldn't get that kind of thing. So he and Brian Chamberlain, Trey Braun got hurt last week in the scrimmage, but he had a great spring up to that point, another freshman. And when we start the fall, for the first time since I've been here, I think we're going to have 14 or 15 offensive linemen, which is kind of where you'd like to be. I think we've kind of built depth everywhere. We're going to have to count on maybe a couple freshmen at receiver,
right,
to fill in. But overall, I thought the kids had worked hard, and I think we had a productive spring.